What is happening, guys? I am Sia, and today we have another rebuilding video for a helping hand to Notts County to get them back in the Football League. Founded in 1862, they're the oldest professional football club in the world, meaning they were formed before the Football Association even existed. Their biggest achievement was winning the 1894 FA Cup, but like myself, you probably know them better for their exploits in 2009. Through a consortium from the Middle East took them over, they went on just an absolute madness. They got Sven Goran as the manager, they got Sol Campbell, and they also got Kasper Schmeichel. But Sol Campbell played one game before I think he saw the rat and left that shit before it sank. Despite passing the fit and proper owners test, it's probably not called that. Despite passing that, the league then investigated in February to see what the structure was at the club, and it resulted in them selling it to Ray True for a really small fee compared to what they paid originally. So you have to think, you know, something was up there really, wasn't it? In recent history, they found themselves in the National League, failing 3 attempts via the playoffs to go up, which is a record that only Leeds could probably beat, so well done there. For a team who give Juventus their famous black and white shirts, it just feels right that they're back in the Premier League, so let's see what we can do. So here we are at the start of the save, and as you can see, the ability in this squad is absolutely insane. There is some just outstanding players that should not be in this division. Ruben Rodriguez, they got him from FC Den Bosch. Look at this. A National League player, he can play anywhere across the middle. You can probably do a job up front, to be fair, if you needed him to. But obviously, look at that. It's insane. This guy is incredible. Lovely dribbling, lovely finishing, lovely first touch, good technique, good vision. Physical, he is lacking a little bit, but this division, he knows how to put a ball through and get someone in. And probably what's his long shots? There's only 10, but I bet he'll probably get a few this season. Moving on there, we've also got Kyle Wootton up front, who, you know, his physical's solid, not there for agility, but 13.73 isn't bad going. I mean, I think they played 2 up front, but I know Ruben Rodriguez has been kind of their main player this year. Kyle Wootton, although he is an outstanding player, I do imagine he's probably a little bit in the shadow of Ruben Rodriguez. In the middle of the park, we have a lot of talent. Francis Vincent, first of all, I mean, look at him, he's been around a lot. Played a lot of games for Torquay before going to Scunthorpe and Walsall. It didn't really work. He's coming this season. Obviously, I haven't signed him. Notts County have signed him. But, you know, they do have a lot of good players for this level. I mean, if you go on Ed Francis, just solid, consistent players that you'd have thought they would have went up. They've already got a few loans in. Zach Brunt, he's a midfielder. He comes in from Sheffield United. Obviously, these aren't as good as the players we already have, but I imagine the previous manager wanted to pad out the squad a little bit. The right back, Jaden Richardson, he comes in. And you know what? I really like the look of this guy. I really like the look of this guy. He's on loan from Nottingham Forest, so they're the Nottingham link kind of helping each other out. I think, although there may be a rivalry there that is very beneficial for Forest to have a club in the city that are also playing at a high level of football. They're obviously now in the Premier League. If Notts County get up the leagues, getting some players in there in real life will really benefit them in the long run, getting their players developed. Next up, the best keeper at the club is Vitelis Jaros. He's exactly the same actually as Sam Slocum, who has been here a while, but obviously he's coming from Liverpool, played loads of games at St. Pat's Athletic last year, and if he's the same ability, you need to play the youngster. If we look at the season preview, we are predicted 3rd place behind Stockport and Wrexham, 2 very big clubs, and I do think we can do better than that. I do think we'll get a win. A few astute signings here and there, we should be at the top of that. But other competitions, we are expected for the 2nd round of the FA Cup, and they do not care about the FA Trophy, which is fine by me. But let's get to the end of the season, see who we bring in, see how we get on, and fingers crossed we can get straight up and get this rebuild well and truly on the way. It is the end of the season, and we have done it. What a year this has been. Oh my, look at this league. Us top 106 points. Wrexham second on 101 points, but they still have the playoffs to play for. In the 2 cups, 2nd round of the FA Cup and the semi-final of the FA Trophy, it has been a hell of a season. But let's see who we brought in. As you can see, Ruben Rodriguez not interested in renewing the contract, so he will leave to go to Fiorenese, who I think are in the 2nd Portugal league, which is weird because you'd have thought getting him out there in League Two, but clearly he's not interested. So he's gone, but who have we brought in? Only 2 players actually, because the squad was fairly strong, as I showed you. So obviously, Zach Brunt and all this were done by the previous manager, but we brought in Ethan Wassell, a defender. He doesn't seem that good at the moment. Obviously, come from Derby. He's been on loan at Hereford, only played 5 games there, though. I do think he has the ability to really improve, and it's all about making. I want to buy and sell players. I want to get rid of this player to make some money in the future. Fingers crossed if that's possible. And although he doesn't look too good, I mean, he's definitely not League 2 at the age of 24. He may do a job if a backup if we're desperate. Jovan Malcolm, this man right here, coming on loan from West Brom, made 43 appearances, 23 goals, 5 assists. I did put him as my main striker. I mean, we'll show you who played the most games after this. But Jovan Malcolm, I needed a striker that would score goals. I do think he's done a job, but not as good as Kyle Wooten. As you can see, appearance-wise, Malcolm made the most with Jaros second. I mean, look how many games these lads have been playing. I mean, if you go from here, 41 up to 53, it's ridiculous. But this formation really showing where it benefits from. And as you can see, Wooten with 30, Rodriguez with 28, Elisha Sam with 28, Malcolm with 27, and then you have the midfielders 10, 10, 9, 8, 4. A lot of goals are being created with this formation, and Kyle Wooten at the age of 25 is really putting himself in the shot window for teams that are higher above than us. But if you look at the league, we are dominating this. I mean, goal-wise, we didn't even get the most goals. Shumanga at Chesterfield, 40. But as you can see, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, we really dominated kind of the middle pack. I mean, 40 goals from Shumanga is absolutely insane, isn't it? How is that man valued at nearly 100 to a million? How is that man in the Vanarama National League? It's insane. If we have a look at the average ratings, we will probably be here a bit as well. Yeah, Elisha Sam, Kyle Wooten, Jaden Richardson, Joel Taylor, Palmer Rodriguez, Lacey. It's incredible to see. 7.42. I mean, look at that. We're miles ahead of the next person. Tranga, who's got 40 goals, 5-2. And we have 2 lads who have got above and beyond that, which is something I am buzzing to see. We have a very strong side going into next season, never mind this season. If we have a look at the schedule, I mean, we lost to Wrexham there, but we managed to get back into it. A few disappointing losses, actually. I mean, 2-1 there, a 1-0 against Yeovil, 3-1 Stockport, 5-2 against Yeovil. Oh my days, they battered us. But then big results, an 8-0, a 4-0, a 4-0. 6-1 against Grimsby, who knocked them out in the playoffs this season. So that is nice to see. Cup-wise, I mean, we lost to Kidderminster. Kidderminster, 7th in the Vanarama National League North. They're going up, but they smashed us there in the final of that cup now. David Wheater. I better not look at Darlow because I know I'll get like, he's gone to Salford. Oh, he's gone to Salford. Darlow will probably be our team next season, but command them. We are Notts County. Very, very nice to see us do that well. I mean, we may have got knocked out in the second round by Crewe. I mean, who did we play the first round? Let's see our progression in the FA Cup. Built this down to just the FA Cup. So Gateshead, we beat 3-1. Stevenage, obviously Stevenage, they're the League 2. So they 3-1 as well. And then unfortunately, we took them to a second leg, a replay, and lost on penalties. So we weren't even that bad. We played very, very well. I mean, as you can see, we have a massive just collection of players here. I mean, a massive collection of attendances, sorry. Some very big, 7,000 here, 7,000. We are getting a lovely, lovely amount of people through the gate. I mean, the stadium is, as you can see, 19. But I think as we go up, we will get there. I'm very, very happy with first place here. Let's get to the end of Season 2, see how we get on. Can we get back-to-back promotions? The end of Season 2 and playoff defeat. How will we manage this? I have brought in so many players you're going to see in a second, but unfortunately, not good enough. We finished in 6th place, meaning that we're like 15 points behind Bristol Rovers, who got automatically promoted in that last spot. And disappointing, but it shows progression. I mean, we've come straight up, we've battled to try and get in the playoffs, and unfortunately, this time it hasn't worked out. If you look at the season preview, we were predicted to finish in 16th place, so we've absolutely battered that. 11 places better than our prediction, and I brought in some players that I am just astounded that I've managed to bring in. We'll start off with Harrison Neal. We got a free from Sheffield United. Yes, he doesn't look too flash, but I thought he will do a job here. Look at me, solid physicals, good passing, good work rate, off the ball is decent, good marking. The middle of the park, so obviously if you look at our tactic, advanced playmaker, box-to-box midfielder. We do need players that will get about, and that man will do that. Next up, I need a spare goalkeeper. Jaros has left. We brought in Joe Fryer. I mean, he's come from the Borough Academy. He's played not as many games as I think he would like to. He hasn't played for us either. He was just literally a backup. But, I mean, you need a goalkeeper. He'd step in and probably do a half-decent job, wouldn't he? Cameron Thompson from Barnsley, another striker. He's only played 19 times this season. He's got himself 3 goals. And another one, I needed a striker. He came in. He's done a good job. I mean, when I've asked him to step in, yes, he hasn't scored a bag full of goals. But with 3 goals in 19 appearances, I'm more than happy to think he will progress on and potentially get himself a better club. He's only got 10 finishing. You look at this man, he's not a striker. He's just not. Tyler Maglaw, if you play FIFA, you know about this man. He is rapid. We got him in on a free, which in my opinion is absolutely disgusting. Look at those physicals. Pace 16, fitness 17, agility. What is this man? This man is a beast. He's the man you don't want to see in the defence if you're a striker. And 38 appearances this season, he's been so good. He has been so good. Average rating of 7.45 will tell you just how much he has been making these lives hell. Next up, Jake Eastwood. He's 26. We have Sam Slocum, he's 34. I wanted to get in a younger keeper, and at first I couldn't find anyone. I got Joe Fryer in. I thought, right, there's my backup. Slocum can focus mostly on being, the main man. And then Eastwood appeared out of nowhere, and I'm happy with him. 46 appearances, 70 goals conceded, 10 clean sheets, 6.99 average rating. He was in this division last year, got the same average rating, conceded a lot less. But, it's our first time in there. We're playing a very attacking formation, so he will concede goals. Next up, Dion Conroy. He played 96 times for Swindon before joining us on a free. And once again, he's played 32, a 7.04 rating. Him and Maglaw together are terrifying in defence. Next up, Wassim Arakria. I probably not how you say it, but I've tried. He is from Marseille, so I do know a little bit about him. He's only 23 years of age. He's been kicking around the lower leagues of English football, and that attacking mid-role, he just does a job, doesn't he? He didn't play a lot of games. He was kind of more of a backup, but you need to bring bodies in when you go up this kind of games. The English game, that level, is very, very demanding. James Finity played 16. He scored 2. Centre back, obviously back up to the 2 main ones, Conroy and Maglaw. Still another lovely man. And at the back end of last season, we did a little bit more business. Danny Rose from Northampton. Obviously, this was when Floyd was like, right, he's got experience. He will score goals in League 2. He only ended up playing 14 games, but he got 3 goals, and he'll probably be looking to move on this summer, unfortunately. Josh Gordon, another striker. He has done a job. 28 goals, 6 appearances. With the 3 striker, I am a person who likes to have 3 in each position. So we did need to bring some bodies in. But then the next man, I'm not going to talk into it because this is the next man I'm buzzing about. What Cachet from Crewe. 45 appearances, 20 goals. I've always wanted to use this man. 27-year-old Israeli. And I've never ever had the pleasure of signing him. So to get him on a free for our first season in League 2 is just massive for me. And, 6.77 average rating, not his best season. He's just getting into the tactic. I think next year he will really flourish. And if we look at the schedule, we can see how we get on. Do competitions first, actually, and see how we got in each one. FA Cup first round, Carabao Cup first round, and knocked out in the northern section of the Papa John's Trophy. We haven't done too badly, I don't think, personally. We did terrible in the Papa John's Trophy, but we did beat Leeds in the 23s, so that is something, isn't it? But we had very, very good months, followed by a very, very bad month. Some nice wins, though. 4-0 Bristol Rovers, 4-2 Gillingham. All culminating at the end to a disappointing playoff performance. We lost 5-1. I mean, if you look at this moment of match, we probably would have went up. Maglaw sent off, Kyle Cameron sent off with 2 men down. And unfortunately, we lose 5-1. I mean, if it wasn't already a tough ask after the 1 sending off, the end of the game, probably just hook, line and sinker. You're not getting anywhere. And the second leg, a 2-1 win. So we did win the second leg away from home. It was just the 2 red cards at the first bit completely set us off. It's disappointing considering there's such the good performances we put in. Average rating, Wootton is 7.45 and Maglaw with a 7.43. I mean, look at this. Cachet with 20, Wootton with 19 goals. Alicia Sam with 12. It's just disappointing to see that our season was ruined by just some disgusting choices by the club at the end there. Gordon got 8. Rocky got 8. I'm really, really excited to see where this team can go. I think next season we have more than enough chance to do something. If not automatic, we will definitely win the playoffs next year. A few good acquisitions just to boost the overall quality of the entire squad. I mean, we've got cash here for another year, so that's kind of covered there. Our defense is solid. I think I'm going to look for some right backs, left backs, maybe a few centre mids that will just improve the overall quality of the side. But honestly, this team is just outstanding. It's absolutely outstanding. Fingers crossed we can go up next year. Let's get into there and see where we end up. Will 2024 be our year where we get back into League One? We've done it! We've done it! Automatic promotion. Second place, 5 behind Colchester. And honestly, look, I'm so buzzing with this. We've managed to do it. I thought we could, but we did it by quite a fair margin. We are clear of Newport County. They're on 78. We're on 93. And obviously 2 clear of Salford. So second place, we're quite far off, to be fair, of first. But I'm so happy to be getting this second place. If we look at the preview, we were predicted 11th. So once again, smashing that. 9 places better. We are absolutely smashing the expectations of the media. And let's have a look at who we brought in before we get any further into this. If we go back to last season, as you can see, I didn't actually bring anyone in. Usually I bring in a lot of free transfers, but this year I thought, no, we don't need to make too many big things. I'll only get players if I think they will improve the team. As you can see, players have left. Kyle Cameron's left. Brooks has left. Parrish has left on loan. I try to get a lot of people out on loan to improve them in general, but they probably won't improve well enough because we are going up the leagues like nothing else. The first man in was Luke Jeffcott, another player like Cashier I've always wanted to use, and with 38 appearances and 13 goals, he's done a decent job. I'm quite happy with him. I'm quite happy with how he's worked out in the end. 24 years of age. There is obviously that sell-on potential with this man, and yeah, not the best stats, but I just feel comfortable with this getting this man in. The next player is the one I'm most excited about, and the most when I signed him I couldn't believe it. Zane Manloose. He's come from Arsenal. He's played 30 games this season, average rating of 7.03, and you know we have 3 beasts of defenders: Maglaw, Conroy, and Manloose. Honestly, that is a centre back. Just 3 centre backs to be terrified of, and have the ability to. If man gets in, if have the ability that if Maglaw gets injured to put this man in is just insane. I mean, obviously he's fought for his place. He's got into the starting lineup and just incredible. He's in the best 11 of the year, so that says a lot about that man. Reece Brown, another midfielder. Honestly, not the best. I needed a body for a midfielder. Not the best midfielder, but I need someone just to fill a space. And 2 appearances this season. He probably won't make another appearance for the club, but when you need somebody, you have to just try and do your best. Stickland, another centre-back, ended up playing 30 times this season. He's on loan from Reading. This is what happened. The start of the season, we had massive injuries. I mean, if you look at what happened here, we had so many injuries. Conroy injured, Maglaw injured, Conroy injured again. I was having a meltdown I was like, we don't have players to start this season. I thought we would go down. I honestly thought the start of the season, before signing these players, would really cost us in the long run, and I had to bring in men. So Monloose was one I wanted to bring in anyway. Stickland came in as Conroy went down injured, and then we brought in a left back, Aaron Keto-Diwawa. He's on loan. He hasn't done what I wanted to do. He had to go back out on loan, but I think for the future, I do think he will be an outstanding acquisition. Look at the squad quick and goals. 31 goals for Cashier, 21 for Wootton, 19 for Jeffcott, and 10 for Josh Gordon. Extremely excited how them lads have come in. I mean, if you go at the average ratings, look at that. It's lovely to see that many players in here. Maglaw, the 7.44, the best of the lot once more. But then Taylor left back. We have Wootton, Palmer, Alicia Sam. Everybody is putting in a performance to try and get us up that league. And if you go to League 2, Cashier is only 5 behind the top goal scorer in Solihull Moors, Andrew Dallas. But average rating, Maglaw has been done by Harvey Steyer from Colchester, which is interesting to see. But if you look down, we're nowhere else in there. So although we have got promoted, it has been more of a joint effort. No real outstanding players. Assist, Francis Vincent with 16. He's done a very, very good season. And yellow cards, we are not looking too bonny on that one. If we go at competitions, we got to the 4th round of the FA Cup, the 2nd round of the Carabao Cup, and the 3rd round of the Papa Johns, where we got knocked out by Huddersfield, who are now in League One, which is, well, they're not got promoted, but still. ridiculous. They're too big of a club to be in League One. If we look at the FA Cup and how we got on, we've had quite a nice little run, really. A 5-1 win against Newton Borough, a 4-3 against Cambridge, a nice, comfortable 1-0 against Blackpool, before all hell breaks loose and we lose 7-4 to Stoke City, which is, we don't do things by halves. This formation is one that you do not do things by halves. Carabao Cup, a 1-0 against Cheltenham, and unfortunately a 2-1 loss against Shrewsbury. It is disappointing, but what do you expect, really? We're all in. We're all in on these things. We look at the overall, how many big results have we got? I mean, a 4-3 there. We lost 6-2 here. I mean, we have literally been going all out, which is what this formation just encourages you to try and do. A 3-3, a 3-2, a 5-3 win against Hartlepool there, and 4-2. We 5-1 to finish the season off with a cachet 4 goals. Yeah, I think we have built a very, very nice squad. Heading to League One, it'll be a case of once more just trying to get as many ability players in. If we have to get rid of some players, we'll get rid of them. We'll get in as many players with better abilities to really push for a League One, really promotion. I want a promotion place. I do. I want to go up again. Season 4, I want to be up there. I want to get promoted. But let's see what we can do. Let's get stuck straight in. The end of Season 4. Let's have a look. It's the end of Season 4, and I think I've lost the plot. We have not done very well at all. 58 points in 16th place. We're only 3 points away from the relegation places. Oh my days. And we'll go straight into recruitment, right? Because it is entirely my fault. I don't know what I was doing. I've brought in worse players than I did last year. I mean, this guy here, Ted Bishop from Lincoln, is decent. 37 appearances, 2 goals. Average rating of 6.89. He's played in League One before. After that, I've just lost the plot. Like, Rossiter came in. He played 32. He scored 1. Average rating of 6.79, not the worst. But then, Bobby Carroll comes in. Midfielder. He has good work rate, but he can't tackle, he can't mark, he can't pass. What am I doing? What was I thinking? And it just gets worse. Chris Fiorino or Joseph. I mean, he's not too bad, actually, to be fair. But still, a centre-back. When I have Maglaw, I still have Conroy. I've got Monloose. I brought in another centre-back. He played 42 times this season. He scored 2. 7.16 rating. You know, I didn't need one though, did I? I could have just saved the money. I didn't need one. A striker in Lewis McCann. He's played 15 times. He's on loan from QPR. 6.81 rating, but still. Honestly, I have lost the plot this year. Another defender. He's played 8. He scored 2. He's not good enough for this league, but still. Charlie Brown, a striker. He has no first touch. He has 12 finishing. He's played 4 times. He's not scored. What was I doing? I mean, I signed him, right? And I let Alicia Brown go. Alicia Sam go. Alicia Brown, no, that's both of them smashed together. Alicia Sam's miles better than him. Yeah, his stats aren't the best, but he scores goals. He scored goals last year. And honestly, I have lost the plot this year. And it resulted in this absolute monstrosity. Competitions-wise, 2nd round by Plymouth, 3rd round in the Carabao Cup to Manchester City, and knocked out in the 3rd round by Blackburn Rovers under 23s. But honestly, man, I don't know what I was thinking. We've still scored goals. We've scored buckets of goals. 22 for Wooten, 18 for Cashett, 17 for Gordon, 17 for Jeffcott. Like, I've scored goals, but I've made the team worse. It's ridiculous. I mean, win-wise, we beat Barnsley. Look, at the start of the season, we looked so good. Yes, we lost at Ipswich, but they're probably the best team in the league. Where did they finish? 4th. Not to the mark, but they're up there. We beat the team that won the league. We beat 5-1 the 3rd game of the season. Then we just fell apart. 6-2 at Charlton, 3-2 at Blackpool, 5-2 we lost in it. Oh my god, that's not bad actually, is it? Considering we're getting beaten by. I mean, they played none of the first team players. They played Rodri, that's it. So yeah, it was that. 6-1 against Blythe, a 5-1 against Newport. We've got battered a few times, but we've also battered 6-2 to Salford. We have done the job, but honestly, there's not much to say about this year because I've absolutely whiffed it, haven't I? The goals, Wooten is 5th, Jeffcott is 6th. I mean, I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done this year. I need to get my head down, really. I need to get my head down for next year, because next year we do need to be going up. It's the end of Season 5 next year. I want to get in the Championship. We have to do something next year. We're not going to go any further into this because there's nowhere to go. I've absolutely messed this year up. So we'll get into Season 5 and Fingers crossed my head's screwed on by then, because this has been an absolute shambles, hasn't it? I mean, saying that, media said 23rd and we finished 16th, so yeah, it was bad, but it could have been much, much worse. It is the end of our final season at Notts County, and we've done it, man. We've done it. We've literally went full circle. We're in League One, but we've whiffed the playoffs again. I mean, at least we made the final, but lost on penalties to Lincoln. Devastating. 2 points off automatic as well. 2 points off of automatic promotion. Oh my days. Let's have a look at who we brought in. So first of all, we go back to last season. So I signed 2 players very early on. One being Jackson Conway here. He is American. 35 appearances, 18 goals he got in the end from Atlanta United. And honestly, what an acquisition. 7.18 average rating. And then James Brown. James Brown, right back. I needed a right back. He came in. He's done a job. 35 appearances, 2 goals. I'm so happy with this man. I honestly, this year, I haven't signed too many. I've signed 3 players this year. Ali Koiki comes in left back. This said I need a left back and a right back, but I thought we can manage for another year. But Ali Koiki comes in, and honestly, man, he's done such a good job. 34 appearances, 7.01 average rating, and 1 assist. A right back at this formation, you do need assists, but honestly, I can't believe we've got this well. Jackson Conway with 22 goals, 1 behind Marquis. On it, I think Cashier's got another 15. The goals have been coming thick and fast for these boys, haven't it? 26 Conway, 18 Wooten, 17 Cashier, and 11 for Gordon, and still 9 for Jeff got in 20 games. Is incredible. We've done so well. I love this team so much. Honestly, I can't believe we lost in the playoff. But let's have a look at how we got there. A lot of games here. I mean, we lost 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. 3-2 against Birmingham's massive. 2-1 there against Sunderland. We beat some big clubs. Lost to Barnsley. I mean, that must have been a heavy loss there. 2-3-0 must have been an absolute dark time to be a Notts County fan, thinking it's happening again. 7-3 though against Cambridge to pick back up after this. Honestly, this team, 5-2 against Lincoln. We beat them 5-2. What was the first time we played them? We draw 0-0. We beat them 5-2 and we lose on penalties. But as you can see, we played Forest Green. We played the last game of the season. We lost. A win there would have actually, would have put us in the automatics, which is devastating, isn't it? But a 2-1 loss away from home, and coming home and winning 4-1. Jackson Conway hat-trick, showing them we mean business before going to Wembley and losing on penalties. That is heartbreaking. But linking into the championship, I mean, if we look at the season preview, that'd be interesting to see where they thought we would finish. 21st, and we finished 4th. And we finished 4th is impressive, isn't it? Let's be fair, that is impressive. I mean, we've done it before. We lost in the playoffs previously, and we got promoted the next season. So if we did 6 seasons, would we go up? I don't know, but I think we would have a very, very good go at it. This year, we've hit targets and everything, to be fair. We just have. We've exceeded it in the Papa John's Trophy, exceeded it in League One. And I think it's a nice way to finish it. I think that is a nice way to finish it. We finished 4th. We have put Notts County back where they were back in 2009 in League One. And we have given them, yet again, like I did with Burnley, like I did with Kaiserslautern, we have given these boys a team to progress with further. And I do believe they could make the championship fairly easy next year. Probably without any additions to the team, to be fair. But that is it. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Comment down below what you think. I'll see you all for another one. Stay safe.